about ucraft wako eziciko. Welcome to the show, Noxolo.
Hello. I see what you're doing here.
Noxi Malkia. Yeah, man.
Sanbonani, everyone that's listening, whatever you're doing, hello. I hope you're safe. I was so worried because of the rain, but I hope everyone's safe and you're well.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about you. Ubani Noxi.
Originally, it's Noxolo Mdlalose, but my stage name is Noxi Malkia, and Malkia means queen in Swahili. Noxi is a nickname that I grew up being called. So it's just always stuck with me. And then Malkia, I liked the name because it sounded interesting. So yeah, I just chose
nice
Malkia.
So your connection with umculo uqala kuphi? Connected with music?
It's a long story, but I basically started writing songs when I was 9 years old.
Yep.
Even though it came from an unfortunate situation, which was at that time, my grandfather had passed on from cancer. So everyone was, I guess we were all trying to process, because I was raised by my grandparents.
Yeah.
So we were all trying to process those emotions differently. And for me, I just went into creativity. I used to watch movies. I used to write poems. I used to write songs. My mother's a teacher. So she always used to buy me kiddies books to read. She was always great at finding creative ways and educational ways for me to keep busy. I said, no, don't be sad, read a book, do this, go play outside, go make friends, because I was a very introverted kid.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it started. That's when you connected with music.
Yes, definitely.
So now, usuconnected again nalento kuthiwa umculo.
Yes.
Lunjani kuhambo lwayo le ndlela?
It's been long. It's been a long journey. It's been filled with uphills and it's just been up and down. But I think that's how life is in general, you know, especially when you're pursuing something that it's not a 9-to-5 job. It's not something that society would consider something stable. Yeah. So it's been, as I said, up and down. But last year it ended on a great note. Yeah. Because I was in your R&B charts. Yeah. So thank you so much for being a huge part of why it ended on a great note.
See your father in some way. Nothing is as it seems. It takes time for me to figure out why things happen the way they've been happening. I took the time to work on myself. My solitude gives me revelation. When I move, you move. We move together, same bird, different feathers. Then I move, you move. We move together, same bird, different feathers. Then I move, you move. We move together, same bird, different feathers. Then I move, you move. We move together, same bird, different feathers. And I move, you move. When I move, you move. Then I spot you, spot me from a mile away. I decode what you're actually trying to say. I slow down your quick motion. Welcome to my ocean. I see that you came to find relief. I see that you feel something is missing in you and me. Then I
I move, you move. We move together, same bird, different feathers.
So now let's talk about your video that reached out. Shout out is the name of the video of the song, but it reached 1 million views.
Yes.
We keep in the singer.
So that single is part of a project,
Yeah.
an 8-track project called Real Raw True,
Yeah.
and Gikipe 20 during COVID.
Yeah.
So the whole project came out 8 October 2020. The music video came out the following year, 3 June 2021. Yes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in the studio, Unoxolo Mdlaloso, aka Noxi Malkia.
Yeah, you got it
She's
right.
in the studio today. Sikhuluma ngohambo lwakhe and celebrating umculo wakhe as well. So talking about your projects, how many EPs or album or now or esingawa expecta from when?
Currently, there's 3 EPs and 2 album length projects.
Yeah.
The latest one being my current one,
Yeah.
where you are playing the song Thriving from.
Yeah.
It's called Crystallized Dragonfly.
Okay, so there's nobody in this project.
This project, I worked with amazing local Durban producers like Jabulan Cindi.
Yeah.
I also worked with Kristen Katende.
Yeah.
So it was amazing working with him as well. It's just a mixture of R&B, soul, with some West African inspiration as well.
Ah, man. She's here, guys.
Yes.
Why R&B?
So when I was younger, my father, he used to work for Sony during the 90s.
Yeah.
Until I think I was around 6, 7. And I always used to see him playing all types of music, but especially jazz and R&B.
Yeah.
And when he would come back from work, abuye nje ngabo 3 and 4 a.m. like random times, or to pick me up from school, he was always rushing up and down. Because in Instagram, you're just always moving to the next thing, then the next thing. And he always used to play Babyface in the car. He always used to play Kenny G, Anita Baker. My mom loves Incognito as well. So I think my family is a huge reason as to why I grew up loving R&B, because they just loved music.
We're talking music today. We're celebrating Amaciko Wetu. Today we've got Unoxolo in the studio as we're celebrating R&B Day today. It's R&B night.
Really?
You know? Yeah, every Wednesday it's R&B night here. You know what I'm saying? We're doing R&B, bro. We get connected with the R&B lovers. Lovers and friends. Oh, my soulmate. We're connecting.
I see you're getting deep here.
So tell us a little bit about this EP.
So the current project is Crystallized Dragonfly.
Yep.
It's a 9-track project. Online, it's considered an album.
Yeah,
So
obvious.
when I make a
Because
project,
it's like 9 tracks. I mean, you can hold a remix and then
there
make
is a
it 12.
remix. There is a remix actually
You see? So 10 tracks.
for one of the songs.
Yeah.
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 It's called Feathers, but there's a deep house remix that I did with Formatic.
Yep.
He's an amazing deep house DJ based in Cape Town. It's hard to keep your talents or what you're doing within just South Africa or within within Durban.
Yeah.
It's always great to expand and meet more people. And now that there's streaming, there's people from countries I never would have expected. They tag me sometimes. I've added them, some of them I've added those tags onto my IG, where there's one guy I think he's from Thailand. He liked Feathers. And I was like, what? I'm like, is this a real person? And it is. And I was just like so shocked. So I don't think I'd want to just limit myself to just being in Durban. I definitely want to travel more and meet more of the people that I'm learning more and more each day. Different people from different countries are actually listening to my music.
It's a new day. Gijabulile, because I am with my friends. Yeah, we have chosen. Uguzipolela underneath the sunset. We chillin', and laughing. Success, I can't deny. And now it's our time to shine. The past is over, and we glad that we made it through. Now it's time to live in the Uzosithola in our room. We going gonna see you soon. Uzosithola in our room. We just living life, no pressure. Uzosithola in our room. We going gonna see you soon. Uzosithola in our room. We just living life, no pressure. No pressure. No pressure. See, pulling like we ain't stressing. How am I? 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 See, pulling like we ain't stressing. How am I? 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 See, pulling like we ain't stressing. How am I? 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 See, pulling like we ain't stressing. Oh no, we ain't stressing. No, no, we ain't stressing. No, no, no. Just living life, living life. We in the moment, we live in the moment, living, just giving vibes, good vibes.
And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for listening. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing night. And I just have to say it. Ngiyamthanda nonke emakhaya. Peace. Crystallized Dragonfly out on all streaming platforms now. Yep, right now.